If you have 10 animators, do you need to buy 10 plugin licenses? No, you don't. This is BipedPlus. It's a rigging system exclusively for 3ds Max that automates character setup and provides a visual picker for your animation team. Your whole team doesn't need to buy a license. You just divide it by role. Riggers use the paid authoring tool, and animators use the free playback tool. Let me show you how the features are divided. The full edition on the left is for riggers who build characters, and the player edition on the right is for animators. It acts as a companion to the main tool, designed to focus purely on posing and playback. Both editions run from a single identical installer. Only the license type differs. There is one technical requirement. The player edition requires an info node, which gets automatically embedded when the rigger builds the character using the full edition. It's the rigging data baked into the file. Once the rigging team builds the asset with BipedPlus, that file is immediately ready for the animation floor. Compared to the full toolset on the left, the player interface is much cleaner. The Edit tab, where you actually build the rig, has been removed. The Anim tab remains fully active, so animators can still use the visual picker, and tools like Mirror and Reset are all available. Everything you need for character animation work is right there. Hiding the Edit tab keeps the UI clean, and it also serves as a safeguard. It prevents animators from accidentally modifying the rig's internal structure. The workflow runs in 3 steps. First, the rigger uses the full license to build the character. Once the asset is complete, save it to the studio's shared folder, so multiple animators can open the same file. Having multiple animators work on it simultaneously is no problem at all. With this approach, every time you add an animator to a project, there's no need to increase the software budget. Can one rigger support 20 animators? Yes, absolutely. One paid seat can support 20 free seats with no problem. Even if you have 50 animators, the license still works just fine. However, technical support and file updates can create a bottleneck at the rigger end. If you scale up to 100 animators, it's a good idea to add 2 or 3 more dedicated rigging staff, so you can divide the workload and keep things running smoothly. I'd recommend picking up a few more full licenses. Here's why the player edition is free. You've done the rigging with BipedPlus and handed it off to your team. It wouldn't make sense to require them to buy the plugin too. Thanks to this model, studios can invest where it matters, in the authoring tools, while still giving the animation team all the features they need, completely free. Let me give you another example. Say you have 10 animators, and each of them also handles rigging. In that case, you'd unfortunately have to buy all 10 full licenses. But I wouldn't recommend that setup, because each person's setup style will vary, and that introduces a lot of variables. I strongly recommend having a dedicated rigging person, like in the first scenario. That way, the rigging style stays consistent, quality is maintained, and combining paid and unlimited free animation licenses reduces the cost burden on your studio. Riggers need the full edition, and animators need the player edition, which is free. To get started, visit the OtakuSolutions website and find the product detail page. You can apply for your free player license right there. BipedPlus was designed to bridge the gap between the rigging team and the animation floor. Thank you. This has been OtakuSolutions.